I'm out for a walk with Uncle Pickles, a 1-year-old sheepadoodle who is here with us for a 1-week brush up. We trained him about a year ago when he was 6 months old. And we have a few things to work on with him. One is his reactivity or his worry around strangers, reaching over him, touching him, especially around his head. Can't really blame him for that, but it's not appropriate with a family pet. But one thing that I'm really going to start tackling from day one and be very, very strict with is this heel. Look at this. This is not good. So I said heel, I started walking, and he's just, he's 2 feet ahead of me, 3 feet away from me, bobbing and weaving, and he's not pulling on the leash, so maybe that'd be fine for some people. But we train our dogs to walk behind us for a reason. It's not just for aesthetics on these videos, it's to put our dog in a literal follower's mindset. So when he's 2 feet ahead of me, he's not following literally or in his mind. We need to get our dogs behind us to watch us because we are the ones who are calling the shots. We are the ones who know how to keep the dog safe. We are the ones who know how to maneuver around the downtown neighborhood. So he's not walking 2 feet ahead of me because he wants to be the alpha or he thinks that he's the leader. He's walking 2 feet ahead of me because no one's telling him not to. I'm not telling him not to yet because I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the before video and explain why it's so important that you do not let your heel, good Lord, get to this point. It's really bad. So we're gonna start to buckle down on that heel, get it really tight, get him walking about a foot behind me. And that's gonna be kept up when he goes home because I'm gonna really explain how important it is for a dog who is showing reactivity, who is showing a willingness to bite human beings when they reach for him, which is inevitable when you live downtown. You cannot let that dog walk this far ahead of you. About 5 minutes ago, I made a video explaining why Uncle Pickles is here for his 1-week brush up. And a lot of what I talked about was that he's really pushing his heel and how detrimental that is for a dog who is already reactive and concerned about the environment. And so I wanted to make a video showing how I fixed that, how I get a dog to move back when they're pushing heel. So I grabbed my remote, I grabbed my leash, I said heel to him. He, as I expected, went ahead and went about a foot ahead of my leg. I simply tapped literally one time at a level 10, which is very low on a mini. And I turned and did a 180 turn and walked the opposite direction. He fell into heel and he has not made a mistake since then. It is crazy. It was one very low correction and he knew exactly what to do with that pressure because a trained dog never forgets, especially when the person who is holding him to that command has very clear expectations and a kind of no-nonsense attitude about it. I'm not going to be wishy-washy, I'm not going to be inconsistent because I'm not being paid to do those things. I'm being paid to be very consistent and make a lot of progress in a short amount of time, and there's no reason his family can't do that as well if they are motivated. So, this is not a video to shame people who don't walk their dog in a perfect 1 foot behind you, step in line, heel every single moment of every single walk. This is a video to explain how easy it is to train a dog who already knows how to heel properly on every walk, and how important it is to do that with a dog who has proven he has the capability of using his teeth on human skin. Really not good to walk downtown with a dog out of control or even just a foot ahead of you, just 6 feet ahead of you, not following you when they have that propensity. So, heel. I say heel, start walking. I tap there, because he didn't come. We're still at a level 10. See, he's roughly a foot behind me, exactly where I wanted to be. He's no longer scanning the environment. He's no longer going, what's out there? What's out there? That's not his job. His job is no longer to worry about what's going on around him. That's his leader's job, and I am his leader. I will keep him safe. I will advocate for him. I will never let a stranger come up and try to touch his head, and I will use force if necessary to keep those people away from my dog. If I know I'm going to be surrounded by people, maybe I have to go into an elevator or very tight quarters and I need to bring my dog for some reason, or if I'm going to the vet office, I will muzzle him for his safety and everybody around him's safety. But as we go for our normal neighborhood walk, this is where he should be, behind me. Not lagging. Now if he puts tension on that leash, there you go, good job. His job is to hustle up and close that gap and get close to me again, but never ahead of me. Never ever again will he heel 2 feet ahead of his handler. Good boy. Very nice. You're a good dog. You are. You're so good.